Welcome back.
Oh, we're rolling. I'm sorry, I didn't know if you could see me or not.
Oh my
Welcome
God.
back
Restart.
to Headaches and Hot Takes. The home of the worst jokes in the country. Stop making those jokes about John Cena. They're terrible. Yes, you can see him. God. I'm not even joking. I hate those jokes. I'm so sick of that joke. Even though I just made one myself.
The best wrestler turned actor. I don't want to hear it. He is the best. Him or Dave Bautista. Bautista's great too.
Batista's better.
Batista's great. I'll take either one.
Much to what you might think by the fact that I am a white man in a very bright shirt with way too many logos all over it, and there's more on the back, wearing a baseball hat. I'm not John Cena. My name is Chaperian. I'm one of your hosts of Headaches and Hot Takes. That over there, with the gigantic Florida Panthers logo on his head. My God, that thing is huge, bro. I like repping your hockey team, though, actually. I kind of love that.
Best team in the league right now, baby. And currently...
that's why. I'm just kidding.
No. Boston is losing.
Are they your number one rival? They're not, are they?
No, I just can't do. Boston is my number one rival for
I hate Boston.
everything.
Yeah. I liked another one of those. I liked another tweet today, and if you haven't seen anything like this, I'm not even going to fill in the blank. I guess we already talked about it, but I don't even have to clarify. I liked another tweet today where someone quote tweeted and said, "You'll never guess what basketball team these guys root for," and Boston Celtics is in their bio. If you don't get it, look it up. It makes sense. That guy right there with the Florida Panthers billboard on his head is the herniator. I guess he's just the herniator. We call him Hern.
That's me.
A.K.A. the guy who indented my coconut water. A.K.A. the guy trying to get people to start wearing their AirPods like this. More than they already do, because that is a thing that people do. Now, I'm not kidding. I swear to God, it's a thing people do. A.K.A. the number one Usagi Yojimbo hater on the whole planet. We call him Hern, but he's the herniator. What's up,
That's
pal?
me. What's up, fam? How are you doing on this lovely day? We haven't talked at all today, have we?
Not even a... Bro, when's the last time we talked?
Not
it
even
wasn't
for
when
4
you whipped
hours.
me in Fortnite on my own stream or anything, was it?
I wouldn't say whipped, but...
10-7. I guess it wasn't bad, but... Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I
intense.
played awful, bro.
I mean, I think it's just, I think it's just...
The nature of
I think we proved today that I'm the best Fortnite player in the world.
Right.
Because there's no other platform that does it better than our platform.
I guess, the 1v1 all across the map snipe fest that we played today.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I don't think... I had 2 snipes.
Mm-hmm.
You
I had 0.
probably killed me by sniper. Did you not kill me by sniper any time?
Not a single time, dude.
Well, still. The fact of the matter is, I think it was pretty good. I had fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And we will continue our video game gauntlet at a future date because we are right now at a stalemate.
We learned the hard way. Do not ever do a video game competition where one of the modes is potentially endless. Because
we should have set a cap. We should have set a time limit, a level limit, a something. We should have
essentially set a time limit at the end. We were like, all right, we're done. We're stopping. You catch up to me is what you told me. I had to catch up to you. You're like, catch up to me, and like, we're done, bro.
And you did, which was. I mean, at one point you had like 4 lives.
I got
down, at least 10 levels behind.
I got down to 2 lives, and now I'm sitting with like 20, I think.
Yeah. So
it looked really bad. I didn't see any level you played, so I'm just basing this off of the perception and how easily you breezed through it. But it really seemed like I was getting boned by some of these levels, bro. Like,
I think what happened was I had like 1 puzzle level, you had a few, and then your really puzzle levels were like long. Dude.
I timed out on one essentially.
Yeah, I would say that 1 level took you like at least 12, 15 minutes. Probably.
It was insane. It was a good time. We had host versus host, hosted on my Twitch channel, but it was for the pod, just for a fun little thing there. If you didn't know what we're talking about, and we didn't get to finish it. There's no winner. Hern is in the lead 2-1 because we're currently at a stalemate with 34 levels completed each in our 4th game. There were some antics that ensued beforehand in our 4th game that brought us to this point. We don't need to worry about the semantics of the antics at this point. Just know. Ooh, we burped as well. See, I'm so sorry, guys.
Go ahead and
just know we're tied at 34 levels beaten right now. Mm-hmm. And no end in sight, so we're going to have to think of something else and continue it another day. But Hern, thank you for your graciousness. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope if you tuned in that you enjoyed it. And if not, look out for the next one as we wrap this up to see who the better video game playing host is.
Indeed. Now, buddy, you said something. You were like, buddy, I got a curveball. And you told me what it was. So, like, it wasn't much of a curveball. I knew it was coming. It was a fast spot in the middle. I know it's coming.
Kind of a change-up.
You don't see a change-up coming. No, that's why it's called a change-up.
It's called a change-up. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, stupid. So, what?
Stupid? Stupid skank?
I'm not going to let you get the chance.
I love that meme. Keep going.
I did too. Bro, are you seriously asking me if I could eat 24 chili dogs in 24 hours? Is that the question you more or less asked?
You're not wrong, but you're not right to call them chili dogs. They're cheese conies.
Okay, but I promise you, who knows that? Who knows what a cheese coney is?
If you would call them a chili cheese dog, I'd give it to you. Call it that.
Okay, fine. A chili cheese dog. You sincerely don't tell me you're thinking you're freaking crap. What's his name? It just left me. The dude that wins the hot dog eating contest, everything. Joey Chestnut. You're not Joey Chestnut out here, bro, eating 24 chili cheese dogs in a day.
I think you're overestimating how big they are.
They look huge.
I eat 4 at a time sometimes. I do 3 for lunch if I go out to have it for lunch. They look huge. They're not huge.
I googled it because I didn't know what all they had on it.
I'm not exaggerating at all. I promise you, and you're just gonna have to kind of understand. They're literally like this big. That's it.
24, dude.
In a full 24 hours. Someone brought this up to me. Okay, I was like, because I mean, I don't want to get gross here, but I mean, it's just kind of the nature of it. I'm not bragging. I'm not being like, well, I promise I'm not. Just bear with me, okay? I ate 3 with a group lunch at work last week because we go out to Skyline a lot. I had 3 conies. I finished them before most people were done with their first because I finished them. I looked around and I'm like, no one else is near done eating.
The awkward moment.
Not really, because I brought it up. This was a topic months ago. I re-brought it up and I was like, just so y'all know, yes, I could eat 24 of these in 24 hours because I so easily could have had 3 more right then and there and had 6 with 23 hours and 45 minutes to go. Easily,
Weren't we saying that with that fantasy football punishment, it was as many eggs as you are years old, and we were saying that might be hard?
That would be very hard. 25 eggs
are a lot smaller than a chili cheese dog.
I guess.
A lot smaller.
Well, mostly with the fantasy punishment, there was somebody who was like 40.
How many? But we said with our age, and you are, correct me if I'm wrong, you are 24, 25?
I'm 25 now, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, dude, how many eggs would it take to equal 1 chili cheese dog? 3?
I think for me
2.
Personally, the issue with the eggs would be the taste. I swear to God. I'm like, I would be sick to my stomach about the eggs. I think the volume, obviously per roll. And here's my thing that I'm getting at. The egg challenge would be harder than the coney challenge. I think pretty confidently I could do the coney challenge. Neither would be easy. I'm saying that for sure. Neither would be easy. 24 conies in 24 hours. Skyline, if you're listening, hook me up with 24 cheese conies. I will do a 24-hour live stream, or less if possible, of me killing cheese conies. The stipulation was that I can't throw them up, and I get that. I'm not going to puke them. I love conies. You have to honor system that, though, if I streamed it. And hook me up, and I'll get on. We'll play some video games, and I'll just stream for 24 hours or less.
24, dude, I don't understand. You how can you say, like, I would be sick to my stomach over eggs, but not 24 chili cheese dogs?
Because they're delicious.
Promise you, 8 in, you're gonna be like, holy crap.
With how much time left?
I don't know. Apparently, knowing you, it might be half an hour.
If I have 6, because here's the thing, I'm not exaggerating a bit, not at all. I could have 6 in less than 15 minutes, zero problem. They're not big. They're not big at all. The first time I ever had them, I was like, these are tiny. And it was at the baseball game, so they were like $12 for 2 like tiny little hot dogs. They were delicious. But I was like, bro, what? I could have 6 15 minutes in, no problem. No problem, okay?
I got it.
And then I've got I can go and have, that's 18 left over essentially 24 hours. I can go 6 hours before I need to have 6 more again, bro.
What's it called? A chili cheese? What's it called? A what
Just
coney?
type in a Skyline coney. They're not big. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like 4-inch hot dogs.
This is apparently very hard to find, just the size of a Skyline coney.
Yeah, hold on.
They do look small in these pictures.
They're tiny, bro. I'm telling you.
But all that extra stuff, all that cheese, the actual chili.
The cheese is so
if it were just the dogs,
they look
I'd give it to you.
huge in these photos. They're not. If these were like
just
giant hot dogs, it's an absolute no, bro.
If it were just the dogs, I'd give it to you. But dude, these pictures I'm seeing with just the cheese alone, that's a lot of cheese.
The chili and the cheese are why I could do it. And here's the thing. I'm not going to do that thing of like, I'm scraping the cheese out of the box so that it counts. Because when you eat them, some of the cheese falls off, inevitably. And so it's like, it doesn't play as big a role as you think. They're so good. I could eat 24 and 24
There's no
hours.
way.
I'm not asking.
I just don't.
I'm just telling.
I don't understand you back to back saying the taste and this and that of the eggs would get to you, but not these 24 hot dogs. Not just hot dogs. They got a lot of other stuff.
No, because those taste good on their own. I crave them, dude. I'm not trying to be gross. I promise I'm not.
Pizza tastes great. Could you eat 4 large pizzas in a day? Probably
not. That is
not.
way harder than this. So significantly harder than this.
Set your number then. 3 large pizzas, whatever. Just because it tastes great doesn't mean
2.5 is probably what I could do.
That matters. That matters. The taste obviously matters. You could more easily eat something you like than something you don't. But the taste does not override the volume that much. The volume is huge.
There's only 350 calories each, bro. That's not that bad.
So you're looking at like 7,000 calories in just this alone. First off.
That makes it sound a lot harder.
7,000 calories. Not even, to be more.
It would, yeah. It would be more.
Because you said 350?
Listen, I'm not saying it would be a good time.
8,400
I'm not saying it would be fun. I'm just saying I could do it.
You could not do it.
I swear to God I could. Put your money where your mouth is. 8,400 calories.
8,400 calories. If
I don't die midstream, I could get this done.
You're puking. I think the stipulation should be you have to keep
that is actually
it's
a
not
thing.
Like
that is actually a concern with that many calories. What if it forces me to puke, bro?
You can't. Well, I didn't puke when I ate them. I puked 10 minutes later. No, that doesn't count.
No.
Okay.
Now, but if I finish like 24 though, number 24, that's it, bro.
No, as I just said, no, you can't do that.
Number 24. I'm 18 and a half hours into this stream. I finished number
24 and then 10 minutes later puke. It doesn't count. It doesn't. That to me does not count. I think it should be you have to survive the 24 hours.
After?
No, just like, which I guess you could scheme it. I guess
that's
then
the
you
thing.
could
The whole
finish
challenge is
number
going to be 24 and 24 hours. At what point is the challenge cleared? I can't ever puke. I
think at 24, I think as far as puking goes, if you finish them at 18 and a half hours, but you puke an hour later, I'm going to be like, buddy.
Well, here's the thing. I'm telling you right now. I'd sign up for Skyline if you're listening. I swear on my life. I would sign up and do a 24-hour live stream, like 5 o'clock on a Friday to 5 o'clock on a Saturday. Hook me up with 24 cheese conies. I will live stream until they're all gone.
Until they're all gone?
So if I fail the challenge, yeah, I'm going to keep going. It's longer than 24 hours.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hour 47. Exactly.
Nah, bro, no way.
I'm on number 21.
My wife would divorce me, by the way. for how much disgusting food I've put in me. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm trying to get him to buy them. For how much food I put in me of the greasy variety in 24 hours.
Coconut water being one of those.
Oh, it's delicious. It's so good. It's like a better hydrated than normal water. We don't have to get on that subject. Screw that.
So bougie.
Bottom line, I could eat 24 cheese conies in 24 hours. I'll put my money where my mouth is if the opportunity provides itself. But I'm not paying for them. I'm not.
How much would that be? I'm curious. I'm curious
like
to sponsor you.
$75. They're like $3 something each.
I'm curious to sponsor you and then say when you fail, you got to pay me that money back.
That's the thing. Here's what I also told the people at work, by the way.
Because then I get the joy of watching you fail, watching you throw up, and I get $75.
You break even, actually.
Oh, yeah, I would break even. So, yeah, is it worth $75?
That's the thing. I tell people at work who no one thinks they could do it, no one thinks I could do it, by the way. No one believes me. Kat thinks I could do it, for what it's worth. But she's my wife. Maybe she's just being nice. They all said, it's just bragging rights. And I told them I would need an incentive to do this. Maybe some sort of publicity for the pod or something, because the fact that would get some traction, surely to God. Man eats 24 Skyline cheese cones.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Honestly, Ohio man is right there. Ohio man is right there with Florida man.
It's got to be second. Thank God for Florida, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not native to here, but I'm an Ohio man these days, so it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, shout out Florida, bro, for taking some heat off.
And then honestly, I think it would go Florida, Ohio, Texas. So I think we're both right there.
It probably would. We're right there. And if West Virginia had more people, it'd be up there. They're just very small. Anyways, we're talking about hot dogs. Now
the people aren't small.
Huh?
Did you hear me?
The people are small?
No, you said not West Virginia because they're small. I said, well, not the people. The people are not small. And I thought that was rather funny.
I thought you said the people. The people are small. I was like, huh?
No, people are not small. Dude, every time I go to work, now I have to go into the office a couple days a week in Austin. And every time I go to work, we go out to lunch. And
bougie food?
You called it bougie. To me, it's just foreign. Like literally foreign. Like unknown to me. I literally couldn't pronounce the name of half these restaurants we go to because they are Venezuelan, Vietnamese, Indian, whatever they are.
Bro. I know.
Dude, the Venezuelan mood. Arepes, I think they were called. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. Dude,
sounds familiar.
Gosh, delicious.
Run me through it there. It sounds familiar. I don't want to act like I know this. Sounds familiar.
You'd have to just Google it to get like an actual description. But I described it as like a quote fluffier taco. It's like the tortilla was like
24 of those in 24 hours.
Absolutely not. But where was I going with this? What'd you just say? Oh, people have been small. Okay. So people always make fun of me because I always say how, like, in our hometown, when Olive Garden opened, that was the biggest deal. The biggest deal of the decade was when Olive Garden opened in our hometown.
And Cheddar's.
We're getting an Olive Garden. And Cookout. And the one that never happened was Red Lobster. We were teased. We were always going to get Red Lobster.
That came up in a conversation with my brother-in-law yesterday. Would you believe that? Naturally, he brought that up. And he said, do you know why? And I'm like, yes. I'm usually the loser who knows why.
He was saying, do you know why we don't have one? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But they always so they poke fun at me like, well, what's West Virginia like native food? Where would y'all go out to eat? I was like, buddy, if it's fried, it's West Virginia food. You know, I should have said pepperoni rolls. Looking back, pepperoni rolls are so good.
Pepperoni rolls back from West Virginia,
dude,
last week, and had them for lunch this week. I got a pack of them. They're so good, bro. They hold up. They really hold up, man.
We home make them. We just get like the dough cheese pepperoni. Make your own. It's delicious.
I've heard there's like certain rolls that are really good for them, like roll dough to get.
You mentioned them that one time. It was like that orange bag of like the little
Rhodes rolls.
Just get that. Let them set out.
Yep.
Butter them. Cheese, pepperoni.
Oh. I might actually go get chili after this. I might go get some coneys, bro. We're talking about this with food. I'm like, I need some bad food.
Get 10 coneys and tell me how long it takes you to do it.
No. Why would I spend $40 on coneys right now when I'm not even that hungry? I want like 2. That's all I want. I had dinner like 45 minutes ago.
2 would satisfy you when you're not that hungry and you think you could eat 24.
I just had like 1,000-calorie dinner. I just want 2 more.
I know just what to wash this down with. 700 calories of hot dogs and chili.
We're built different in Cincinnati, if you didn't know. It's rubbed off
different
on
around
here.
here.
Okay. Anyways, we've talked enough about food, I said, darn it.
Okay.
Stop it.
That's fine. Okay.
It's very good. I hope the people at home are listening and enjoying it. I hope so. Anyways,
I hope so.
You want to lead us into your favorite segment of the week? My favorite segment.
My favorite part of the week, buddy. The headache and/or hot take of the week. Chug is my week this week.
Apparently, you got a steamer.
No. I think this is more of a headache. It's just something that like I don't know if people really like realize how often this happens if you've really thought about it.
You better get pressed, bro. I'm not here for this. Get pressed.
You know somebody who is this way. You do. So I'm gonna ask you a question. I just want to see if you align with this, and I might have to give my answers before you fully understand. To give an example, because it is like a broad question.
I'll do my best.
Are there any sports? Because for me, there's two I want to talk about. Are there any specific sports that when a person is, I'm really into blank, man. I am a blank. You know, like, okay, that told me everything I need to know. I'm never playing that sport with this person because they are
playing it
insane. Yeah. Do you have one? You're like, oh God, Tommy over there, he's really big into blank, so nobody ever does that.
There's one that came to mind. I don't know if it's really fair or not.
Okay.
One that came to mind is volleyball.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I feel like you can run into some real head cases with volleyball.
After we both said we loved it today. That's crazy. You're saying that.
Your wife's into it. I don't think she's a head case. But, I mean, you can run into some head cases with volleyball.
Well, head case? What do you mean?
You don't know what a head case is?
Never heard that term.
I'm a head case, bro. All right, you're a little wackadoo up there.
So, like, does that mean, like, you're anal about a particular
Crazy
thing?
People.
What's that mean?
Like beat your head against a wall.
I know basket case.
You never heard of head case, though. Same thing. No. Basket case is like the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. My answers.
You said any other sport. Let me think real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. There's two I have that, like, when a person is, I'm gonna call it a stan of this sport, I'm like, oh my God.
But you're talking about playing it, though.
They just you can normally tell it's like part of their personality almost. They go too hard about it. They care way too much about it.
Not really a sport, but horse girls come to mind. Talk about a red flag, bro.
We are not in the same camp on this.
With all due respect.
We're not looking in the same area here. It's funny.
No. What you got? What are the two sports?
So mine are, first off, dude, I'm an avid golfer. I get a new set every week. Every year I get a new set. I'm not golfing with you. Your club touched the ball. Club touched the ball. It's a stroke. Stop it. I'm out here to have fun. I'm not. We're not doing this. We are not. Well, you can't cheat from there. Stop. I love going golfing when it's with the right people. Whenever we're all going to screw around. We're going to laugh whenever we hit it in the pond. It's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. We're going to drive the cart and try to drift it and act stupid. Whatever. Yeah. I'm all for that. You get kicked out of most clubs. Golf. Maybe. Love golf. The first time my wife ever went golfing was like last year. She'd never gone. Didn't know anything about it. She was driving a golf cart. Literally drove right up on the green. Green. I was like, baby, you can't do that. She's like, I didn't know. Like, you know, she like drove it off. Golf, I can't stand it. I don't understand caring so much. And my biggest thing with golf is this. Football, name so many other sports, any major sport. In football, literally the goal is to be as loud as possible. The quarterback he's moving, worried about 300-pound men trying to hunt him down, while this man runs 20 miles an hour trying to escape that man. And he's got to throw the ball 60 yards so intricate. In golf, the ball is not moving. You are the only thing stopping that ball from moving, or the only thing that's going to touch the ball. If somebody goes in your backswing, oh my God, Stop it. The ball is not moving. You are an apparent professional at this. Focus. Stop it. You're a bunch of babies. The next one, which honestly I should have led with this one because I'm much less passionate about this one. People who are obsessed with basketball, like, I don't know how often this has happened to you, if you've ever been on a sports court, because it is a sports court. The basketball goals are almost always there because that's the biggest thing there. They can't very easily move the basketball goals. When people play pickleball, they play volleyball, they play whatever, different things on that sports court. Last week, my wife's playing volleyball. Literally in between every single point, not game, point. The guy with the basketball, boom, 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 boom. In between every single point on the middle of the field, on the middle of the court. Stop it.
On their volleyball court? They're playing?
Yes.
Getting one shot up between every single point.
I don't know if you ever... The first place I saw this at was on a cruise. Because on a cruise, again, there's like one sports court. Again, they play several dodgeball, all kinds of stuff on it. You'll be playing dodgeball. A game ends. It's at most 60 seconds before the next team is on the court and they're playing. Boom, 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 boom. Can you calm down? Can you stop? Why are you so
specific? This is definitely just a headache.
Are you so obsessed with the thing that you cannot fathom someone else being on your court for an hour? Calm down. You will never see that. You will never see a person in the middle of a basketball game after a point. There's somebody. It happens in the middle of pickup basketball. In the middle of pickup basketball, there's 3-on-3, 5-on-5, whatever it is. As they drive to the other end of the court, somebody's on the other end of the court.
Yeah,
stop.
That's dumb.
Calm down. I don't. You will never see it otherwise. It's a sports court. Maybe badminton's next. You would never see, as these people are down here shooting basketball, there's a person playing badminton. That would never happen. I don't know why y'all are so obsessed with it. Just take a seat. Take a seat. So, golf, y'all are a bunch of babies. The ball is not moving. You do not need dead quiet to hit a stationary ball. Calm down.
Okay.
And people who are obsessed with basketball, you need to calm down too and take a seat. That's my rant. That's my headache.
Okay. I don't really know how to respond to that.
If you're like, I guess, I promise, next time you play pickleball, I guess the pickleball is probably like an organized, like, area. This is, okay. So, yeah, you wouldn't see what I'm talking about.
Next time I see someone show up with a freaking tennis racket. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. Oh, my gosh.
Apparently, pickleball is the thing that does that to a lot of people, that drives them that nuts. There's people who like live near tennis courts and have bought houses near tennis courts and lived there for years, and then they've renovated them to pickleball courts, but because it's a wiffle ball and it's kind of loud, they freak out over it. I've not experienced it, but I know it's a thing, like nationwide.
You bought a house near a recreational area. Nice. Be prepared for some noise.
I agree.
Get over it.
But yes, sorry, pal. I don't really have a response to that. Okay.
I don't know how well me acting out the basketball is gonna fit in the camera. I was trying to like stay in front of my camera.
Great shot of your night pants there for sure.
You like that? Yeah.
I like that. I was like, oh, and there's this night pants crotch.
Yeah.
Right on camera.
I have to see how that fits. If it's just my crotch the whole time, just cut that out. Just cut to you going.
All good.
In bewilderment of my basketball skills.
Well, I'm sorry that I can't really. For once, you've got me speechless. You've done it, Hern. You've done it.
I've done it.
Shut me up with that one. I don't know how to respond to that. I feel like I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I think my biggest thing that maybe you can respond to is if so and so is really into basketball and you invite me into a pickup basketball game, I'm not going. I promise I'm not. If so and so is really into golf, and you
it
invite me to
depends
golf,
on how much they're
going.
expecting of me as well. Because basketball is by far my worst sport to play. It's very fun to play, but I don't have access to a basketball court frequently or anything. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing it even semi-regularly basically means like once every couple months. That's semi-regular to me. I'm like, yeah, every now and then I play again. I don't have access to a basketball court. I'm not that good. My jump shot is rusty. All right? Or, as a lot of white people like to say, I'm a very good passer.
Yes.
Okay, well,
yes.
Just say you're not very good then. And so if they're like expecting me, I actually did get invited to join like a Monday night pickup basketball thing recently. I already have something on Monday nights, so it's not an option anyways. But I was like, I don't know, because like you don't know what the crowd is like. I guess I kind of agree with you, because I don't know what the crowd is like. And I don't want to be the person where there's 10 of us, so there's enough for constant 5v5s. I'm like, oh, great, this guy. I'm like, I haven't played basketball at this point in like 2 years. I don't have access to it. So
my thing with that is there's always that guy. There's always that guy at a pickup 5v5 game. There is always that guy that is literally like elbow slicing you in the face every possession, and is not.
Sounds like it's you in the pool.
No, I told you that was happening to me. It wasn't me.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were a victim.
I was the bleeder.
You're a victim.
There's just always that guy. Like, calm down, bro. We're playing basketball in the park. It's not that serious.
Bro, we are at Freedom Skate Park right now. Calm down. We're at the New River Pool. Calm down.
The New River Pool. Very nice.
They have courts there. That's why I said that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll give it to you. That's fine. I don't mind that take at all. You're entitled to feel that way. More entitled than they are to just have the court. So, do you want to get into what we kind of planned on for the rest of this episode, which we've not previewed yet?
No, which is we hinted at this, and we're gonna read one, and I'm also gonna tell my own story of am I the butthole? Am I the what, Chaperian?
Are you the anti-cholinergic? Are you the assimilation? Are you the auto transformer?
Transformer.
Are you the Autobot? Are you the agriculturalist?
So I just went on a 3-minute rant about this thing, so I don't think I should talk anymore. I think we should take a break from me talking. So, but I've got the story and I've got the thing pulled up. What are we gonna
read it?
You want me to read this?
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. How often do I go and talk for 90% of a 10-minute stretch? It's fine. Go.
Whatever. Am I the a-hole for despising my mentally handicapped sister? Probably. My money's on probably.
So. Do we need to read it?
How mentally
handicapped are we talking?
We haven't read this. We don't know.
We don't know.
We just saw this on the Am I the A-hole Reddit.
Blind reaction.
Like, okay, that's
Am I the autobiography?
The title makes me sound horrible, but hear me out.
Okay.
My sister is severely autistic. She requires attention almost 24/7 and cannot be left alone. She is nonverbal and cannot take care of herself at all. Despite the fact she is only 12, she is extremely destructive and violent and destroys anything she gets her hands on. Stitch. I hate her. I hate her.
What's she destroyed?
That should be wrong.
His or hers.
And maybe we'll get there. That should be wrong to say, but it doesn't feel like it. Okay. I was only 6 years old when she was born, and since then I've never solely had my parents' attention. Okay, you're
okay. I get it.
Ever since I can remember, the world has revolved around her. You suck.
Yeah.
I was moved out of my room into the basement at 7 because she needed to be in the room next to my parents.
Okay. Well, was she going to be in the basement then? Was their plan to have her with the basement?
Like, first off, you need to
sketch parents.
Plan on your house size before you have that many kids, people. All of my toys as a child were destroyed by her, and my parents simply ignored me whenever I complained. Even when I was 14, she destroyed a Mac my school gave me, and I was in the wrong.
What?
Okay.
Why?
But still, if he was 14, that means she was 8?
8. I mean, you can only do so much unless the parents are keeping a good eye on her, which it said they said that she requires 24/7 attention. Doesn't sound like she's getting it. She's constantly trashing the whole house.
Yeah, well, one of these is an exaggeration. All right,
sounds like the parents are the problem.
Along with this, I am expected to take care of her and drop everything I do for her. I can never make plans with friends because my parents expect me to be there if they need me to take care of her. Even when I do somehow get time to myself, I am required to leave if they need me. If I do not, then I am punished. That's bad parenting. The recent example of this is when I went to see the new Spider-Man movie and was grounded because I turned my phone off in the theater. These parents suck. Your parents are the a-holes.
Yeah, they are.
It seems as if I am nothing more than a slave to them, and anything involving her simply overshadows me. This last week, I was chosen to give a speech at a school event. I was so excited, and my parents promised to be there, but they never showed and claimed it was because of my sister. Anytime anything like this happens for me, they are too busy with her. We're almost done. I've held this in for so long, and it finally spilled out today while talking with colleagues. While talking about colleagues with my father, he joked that I should get a degree that pays, so that when they're gone, I can take care of my sister.
Ooh. Bro, what?
I don't know why this caused me to break down. I cried and screamed about how it's always about her. I'm nothing more than a caretaker to them. They always make it about her, and that I'm expected to be her slave for the rest of my life. I've locked myself in my room since, and my parents have not come to check on me. Am I the a-hole here? And then they did put an update.
I don't think it's fair to take it out on your sister because she's not
she's not the problem.
Responsible for it. She is, her existence ultimately is the root of your problem. But that is crossing a line to say, yeah, I hate you for that.
Your parents
are not responsible for your existence. She's not responsible for the fact that she's nonverbal autistic. Your parents are awful parents who are in way over their heads. And yeah, it sounds like they have a kid that they just... I don't know.
And then
now
they put an update saying, after thinking about it, you are right. I don't despise my sister. Like, apparently they came back hours later.
Yeah.
It's not her fault. Okay. It's not her fault that she was born the way she is. My parents came to talk to me. Made arrangements with my grandfather for me to stay with him for the time being. Getting ready to go to his house. My parents want to talk to me, but have decided it's best I leave for now to have some space and time to collect myself. We will be sitting down and talking later this week about the issue.
Wow.
So I
He's
honestly
probably gonna love living with his grandpa. Hearing him, he's probably gonna love it.
You are not the a-hole. Your parents are.
Yeah, I'd say, like, again, I still feel like you shouldn't take it on your sister, but bro, your parents are awful, dude.
Yeah. And I mean,
assuming everything you said is true. Assuming what you said is true.
Yeah.
So
I definitely like one quote I saw at one point that I thought was good about being hard on your parents, about having feelings towards your parents. It said, it's their first time living too. It's their first time being parents. So
yeah,
I get that. That's true. But your parents, in this regard, are being terrible. And not saying you have terrible parents overall, but in this situation, they are being the a-hole, not you, sir. Or ma'am.
I've got an interesting one here.
You got one?
Wrapped up. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
And I've got one that I feel like is kind of like stupid that I could talk about with me later. But I want to hear yours first. Let's do this, and then we'll hear yours. We'll go from there.
Okay.
This one is... Hold on. Let me pull it up here. Am I the anti-libertarian for reporting my classmates for joking that I have pretty privilege? Didn't read any more of it. Reporting your classmates for saying you have pretty privilege.
You probably do.
You probably are. You probably do, and you probably are.
Yep.
So, all right. Background. I'm F23, female 23, one of only a few female students in a male-dominated course. Love where this is going. Mm-hmm. Furthermore, I am at a highly prestigious university, and I haven't really gotten along with the guys on my course. They are all very competitive, and I just don't really enjoy their company. Everything turns into a pissing contest, and they definitely take me less seriously because I'm a woman. Okay, everything turning into a pissing contest sounds like a bunch of men. It's fun.
True.
I can't explain it. It's really fun.
Sorry about it.
What if we play 7 video games and see who wins the most to see who's better?
We are either competing over the dumbest stuff, or we're just laughing at the dumbest stuff.
It's just
we're
so
simple
fun.
creatures.
Or we're naming random athletes. Bro, remember Sam Cassell? Bro. They take me less seriously because I'm a woman. It sounds like you're a prude. I don't know you. You might not be. You might be great. I stopped interacting with them beyond the mere minimum and choose to hang out with other people. So what's the deal? I should shut up and just read it. Anyway.
I did that too.
I did well in our recent exams. Parentheses. I topped 2 out of 4 exams we've had so far. Okay. Our professor congratulated me during class. I wouldn't have advertised this myself. Ever since then, my interactions with a specific group of male classmates have gotten weird. They're now outright rude and challenge me aggressively in class discussions. We recently had some presentations, and one of them chose to do those on, to put it simply, pretty privilege. This is getting good, actually. I'm curious. Ooh. Mm-hmm. They specifically pointed to 2 papers that suggested that pretty female students get overscored in assessments. Interesting. The other guys in the group snickered, and one even gave me a wink. Afterwards, I heard them in the hallway joking that they had experience with that themselves. These guys sound like jerks, bro. These sound like jerks. I've been seeing a PhD student within our department for a month. He has literally nothing to do with our course. Well, we ran into one of my course mates, A, together. I don't know what that means. Oh, course mate A. They're naming them course mate A.
Oh, okay.
The next day in class, his friend B asked me if my boyfriend helped me with my exams. He said this intentionally loudly in front of the professor who heard this. I replied that I don't have a boyfriend because he's not my boyfriend. But then B pointed out that he had run into me with the PhD student, making a point to say his name since the professor knows him. I replied that we're only friends. They didn't let up. I heard that they discussed this thing into 2 more classes in earshot of the professors. Both times they suggested I got help for my exams, when I wasn't even seeing him then. I didn't confront them, but this has been causing me so much anxiety. Even without the exam accusations, I worked hard to get here, and I don't want to be known among the faculty for my dating life. I raised this issue with my supervisor, without the intention of taking it any further. But I wanted her advice as a woman in academia. She convinced me to let her email the supervisors to remind them of proper conduct and describe their treatment of an unnamed female student. She didn't name me, but they figured it out. Duh.
Of course. Yeah, stupid.
What? They confronted me after class and asked me why I would report their silly joke. Apparently, their supervisors are now very cold towards them and less interested in helping. It's not a formal complaint, only their supervisors know. But one of them, course mate C, said his supervisor writes the reports for his financial aid/scholarship, and it would be my fault if he lost out on that. This is great. I now feel a bit embarrassed, and this was compounded by a friend telling me I took it too far because classmate C shouldn't lose out on a scholarship. So Reddit, am I the a-hole? And then at the end, edit, grammar. And it's spelled wrong, bro.
Oh, no. Wait, the word grammar is spelled wrong?
Grammar is spelled wrong, bro.
She's at a prestigious university. I'm sure. No, that can't be right.
Grammer. It is Grammar.
Even I knew that. That's bad. That's bad.
For what it's worth, despite the fact that you misspelled grammar kind of threw a wrench in the whole thing for me. Not including that.
That does.
I don't think she's the a-hole here. I don't. It sounds to me like there's some really jealous students. Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of people who are kind of insecure. Mm-hmm. It does sound like she might be a bit of a prude. Just a guess. And I'm not being sexist. Men can be prudes. I know some male prudes. I can't be prudist. I know some male prudes. I'm friends with some male prudes.
Define prude.
Stick in the mud.
What's the difference between a prude / stick in the mud and somebody who's like stuck up? Is there?
I think it's kind of a combination of the two. Actually, that's a great way to look at it. I would describe it as a combination of the two.
A stick in the mud, but they're also stuck. They're a stick stuck up in the mud.
Yes. What's the big deal about a stick in the mud? I would expect to find some sticks in the mud.
Yeah, shouldn't there be?
Would you not?
Yeah. Stick in the mud. Okay.
Well, he's the cat's meow. What does that mean? What are we getting at with a lot of these? I don't really understand the origins of these. You know what I mean? The whole shebang. What's a shebang? What are we getting at with these? I can't be the only one who's thought this, bro.
Yeah. Some of them make sense, like, well, he's a ray of sunshine. I can understand what a ray of sunshine is like. Okay. You know. I get that. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. A stick in the mud?
Yeah, what?
There's a Family Guy small joke. You might have to cut this. There's a Family Guy small joke. I love
where this is going.
There's a Family Guy small joke where somebody tells Peter, says, "Don't be a stick in the mud." He goes, "Is that some kind of gay slur?"
Dang it, Hernator.
He's great. He's great for that stuff, dude. He's fantastic.
Should we get back on topic?
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. Stick in the mud, not a stick in the mud. I do think this is getting out of hand, especially if this prestigious university is very tight knit within these little groups. I think she said it was a small group here. I don't know. Man.
I don't think she's stupid. You're stupid for, first off, in these situations.
Strong statement, isn't it?
I prefer in these situations. I'm not saying they were fine in what they were doing, her classmates, but she probably should have told them, like, hey, that's not cool, or at most a teacher, hey, that's not cool, rather than going to, like, a supervisor or whatever.
Yeah, I think I would have gone to the teacher first.
I think if you have an issue with me, maybe bring it to my attention before you go to the cops.
That's a good metaphor, I guess. I understand not going directly to the peers because in my experience in dealing with my college-age peers when I did, they're not receptive to anything.
That's
Which
probably
you could look
true.
at, well, you're not receptive because you didn't want to listen to them. Dude, there was a guy in my... I don't know if I've told this story. I got to tell this story.
Are you the a-hole? Are you the a-hole? We're about to find out.
I'm not the a-hole.
Of course.
I had to move floors over my decision in this. There was a guy who was a walk-on to Marshall's football team. I lived on the, quite literally, they called it the athlete floor my freshman year. I don't know how I got put there.
Because you're the fastest man in America. That's why you were there.
Man. What did I say, faster than 98%? Is that what I said? 98%?
Like you said. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I was on the athlete floor my freshman year of college. There was this guy who was a total hothead. He was a walk-on to Marshall's program. And the second that he got there, he immediately was told, you absolutely cannot participate any further in football activities until you give us better grades. Immediately. Okay?
Okay.
So it's like weeks in. He was already a walk-on, and he was not even allowed to be with the team until at least that next spring, and it's fall. We just got there, okay? This guy. Sounds like a great guy, right? He's obviously a douche. Major hothead. I know I'm painting him like a jerk. He was a jerk. I don't know what else to say. But that being said, a bunch of us on the floor all liked to get together, play Madden, hang out, talk sports, watch basketball games, stuff like that for a little bit that freshman year. And it was mostly athletes. There were a couple other non-athletes on the floor, but it was mostly all football players, right? So, I mean, we knew each other and were cool with each other to a degree, at least like face-to-face. I, in my mind, know this guy's a douche. I'm not going to be besties with this guy. We're cool like face-to-face with each other, right?
Right.
Okay? So, fast forward a little bit, and it's spring semester at this point, okay? And all of a sudden, stuff starts going to crap, literally, on our floor.
What do you mean?
People keep pooping in the showers. By people, I mean someone.
You all had like shared showers.
Peeing our floor? Yeah. For what it's worth, I don't know how. Actually, I do know how. And that's because there were 2 unoccupied floors in our building with like more private showers. And that's what I would use. I would go to the men's one of those. That's what I would use. I never used our showers. But all the other guys did use our showers.
But otherwise, it was like one room of showers for guys and one room of showers for girls. Is that how it work, or how did it work?
Girls' floors and boys' floors. So it was an all guys' floor.
Okay.
And there's 3 showers within one, and they all have their own shower and curtain and stuff. Someone keeps pooping in one of them. Okay? And then there's poop near the elevator window. There's no cameras anywhere because it's a dormitory. Okay? People keep TPing the hallways. Someone's TPing the hallways. Lock in, Hern. The story's not over, pal.
I can't. Go ahead.
People keep TPing the floor. Meanwhile, it's only our floor. It's only our floor. Okay? Our floor keeps getting TP'd and pooped. This guy had an obsession with the whole process of pooping. Okay? This guy had the pooping and the wiping, apparently, because the TP was involved, too. We got TP'd twice. Okay?
That's why he had to poop wherever he was. He didn't have toilet paper.
2 different people, unrelated, and they're like, "This is not toilet paper." Okay, so fast forward a little bit, and because the spring semester of my freshman year is when I developed sleep problems that are still wrecking my entire life to this day. I'm up until like at least 4 a.m. most nights. Okay. It's a long story, but like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. is when... Yeah, I'm dead serious. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating even a little bit. I'd work until 11 a lot of nights. I'd get back from 11 to 2. Long story. From 2 to 4, I'm doing my homework. Okay? Dead serious. And then I'd go to bed. I had like a 9 a.m. class most days. And that's why I'm a mess this day. I go out to go to the bathroom one night, and what do I see but Mr. Hothead Douche TPing, not pooping.
I was gonna say, if you've caught him pooping, I was gonna
TPing the entire floor. Okay? I saw him do it. Okay? Fast forward to quite literally the next morning. And he saw me see him, by the way. We had a conversation. And I was like, cool, yeah, no worries. There was another guy with him that wasn't really doing it, but was just kind of hanging out. I don't know. And next morning, we get an email. You're all getting fined for this unless I find out who does it and it doesn't happen anymore. And specifically for that one, we were going to get fined, I think it was $80 a person.
I'm definitely
if
ratting
they couldn't figure out who TP'd that one for.
100% ratting you out.
I did.
100%.
I ratted him out. I did. I ratted him out, bro.
You ain't costing me money, buddy. Ain't no way.
Nope. I ratted him out straight up. And here's the thing. Saved the whole floor that one time. They don't know that I saved him, but I did. I saved him. This guy, though, is twice my size. Could destroy me if he wanted to. Comes pounding at my door. Once he got called down to...
Because he just figured it was you because you saw him that night.
Absolutely. Right?
Yeah.
I denied it hardcore. He's pissed, bro. He looks like he wants to swing on me right there.
You told on me whenever I was on toilet paper all over the hall. Shut up, dude. You idiot. Shut up.
I haven't even got to the best part of this yet. Long story short, I'm like, this guy, first of all, he's gonna ruin any relationships I have with anyone else on this floor because that guy's a snitch. Yeah, he's a snitch. Yeah, snitch. I saved you all $80. Okay?
I'll be like, yeah, I'm glad he did.
I saved you all $80.
Yeah.
I end up eventually, because I was friends with him because he was a customer at my Starbucks, moving floors to a different RA because I was like, I like this guy. I told him what was going on. He knew what was going on because he was an RA in my building. He's like, no way. So, like, you're who made sure nobody had to pay, right?
Yeah.
He was like, wow, okay. And, yeah. So I move floors. It's all good. Nothing else happens as a result. Just to be safe, I took my name off my door. I was like, I do not need this guy knowing my exact room.
Yeah.
And, the whole thing. Fast forward about 2 months later, the RA from the floor I was living on before is moving out. What's going on? Why? What are you moving out? He's like, well, I'm not an RA anymore, so I don't have free, what's it called? Board. I don't have free board anymore.
Yes.
Oh, why aren't you being an RA anymore? He said, I'm not going to say the guy's name. I'll just say,
Jonathan.
call him Stan. I caught Stan pooping on one of the toilets. Okay? Same guy that I reported for TP. I caught him pooping on one of the toilets. Okay? I watched him come out of the stall. Went in, saw it, that it was there. Mm-hmm. Immediately went and was like, hey, found the guy who's doing this, whatever. They would not punish him. And it turns out, after I had left, the floor had gotten fined twice. The whole floor had gotten fined twice.
How stupid. How many people are on this floor?
20? 22?
There is not, out of, let's say, 16, because one's the RA, maybe a couple are that guy's close buddies. There's not 16 people. Not one of them was like, this guy is not getting $80 out of me.
They didn't know who
First
it was.
off.
They didn't know
Second off, what a university thing to say. Give us $400 right now. $400 for this thing that one person's doing. $400. No.
Okay, if he's doing this, we're finding all of you. One of my least favorite concepts in human history, by the way. I remember so vividly. Oh my God. In 4th grade, I was pushed by a teacher to cheat. Because, not directly, they weren't telling me to cheat. Because they told our class, and we were rotating teachers at this point, so this is just our math teacher. Not kidding. Whichever class has the worst set of scores on average at the end of this week, on this like week-long assignment thing they were doing, it was like a different sheet every day. Okay? Whoever has the worst one on average, you lose recess for a day.
Why?
A whole class? is going to lose recess for a day?
Why can't the best class get an
extra...
John
over there doesn't know how to do 2 + 6?
Why can't the best class get an extra 10 minutes of recess? What are you talking about? Why does it have to be this way?
I don't know what was going on behind the scenes. All I know is at that point, I'm a straight A student. At that point, right? At that point, I'm top of the class, hundreds on all this crap because it's just basic elementary math. And you're going to take my recess if this idiot, that idiot decide they don't even want to do it, they get a 0 because they have a bad home life and parents that don't care, so they don't turn in their homework. Because it was homework, by the way. So class before that all week, I gave people my answers for the entire thing and made sure they had their sheets filled out. I was the homework police that week.
Nice. But in a good way.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not losing recess, bro.
Yeah.
Write these down. Hey. Copy my answers right now.
That's great.
Dead serious. And I don't know. That's my least favorite concept ever. I'm punishing all of you.
Yeah, that's so stupid, dude.
Because I don't know who did this one thing.
It's so stupid.
What do I have to do with it? This is 4th grade math. This is not a team sport.
Does that not?
Why do I have to lose?
Like, have you seen Full Metal Jacket? If not, you know other things that happens where there's that one guy in the platoon, in the locker room, whatever. What happens when this happens? They go and they beat the crap out of that person.
Yeah.
Not in 4th grade, maybe, but it would make you hate that person. It would make me hate that person.
And we didn't. Here's the funny part about it is we obviously wouldn't know. And I would tell you, we did not. The other class that my best friend was in lost recess for a day. I remember this so vividly. They lost recess for a day because they had the worst test scores that week, or they were homework assignment scores. How is that allowed? Anyways, the thing about it was we didn't know who was not going to do it, but we knew. We didn't know what grades they were getting, but we knew who was going to get the bad grades. Mm-hmm. We knew which couple of rebels to go to and be like, pull that crumpled out ball of paper out of your backpack and write these down, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. For sure.
So, yeah. I don't think I'm the a-hole in either of those situations. I'm not even really asking. That wasn't even why I brought that up. It came up. Something about poop or TP or something came up. I was like, bro, there was a guy who pooped all over my floor. And I ratted him out.
You're definitely
I didn't rat him out for that, but the RA did, and the university did nothing and said, because he did not witness it in the stall pooping. He did not witness him in the stall pooping. On the toilet, not in it. Even though he saw him, decided to wait and see who came out of the stall. Checks the stall. Yeah, there's crap on it.
There is poop in there.
That is him. So either he went, saw that, and went anyways, or he's doing it. Which is more likely him.
I wonder.
You can't prove it. And he's like, so our fines are going to continue for this stuff? They're like, yeah. So he said, screw it, I'm quitting.
Yep. 100%.
Crazy. I got out. Talk about good gut instincts. I got out when I needed to, bro. Anyways.
Oh, for sure. A whole other subject we'll get on at some point is school athletes being just excused for doing whatever the crap they want to do. It
really makes a bad name for the really good ones. Because, I know a lot of really good ones when I was there. Really good
ones. For sure. Yeah, there are. Yeah.
But there are some that it's like, first of all, your IQ is probably negative 40. And you have a full scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
Which is supposed to imply education. Dude, one more story. I'm sorry for the timing here.
There you go.
The star high school basketball player at one of the schools in Raleigh County, okay? We were cool with each other again. This guy I actually liked. This guy I was actually friends with for a little bit, okay?
For a little bit.
I'm on my honeymoon, okay? Dude hits me up on Twitter. Is not following me on Twitter, by the way.
Okay.
I probably just popped up on his page or something. He's following literally 8 people on Twitter.
Okay.
What a weird account. DMs me. Hey, how's it going, man? Oh, good. Can't complain. Whatever. He's like, man, I remember you were always so good at math. Yeah. You still really good at math? I don't know what you're up to. I'm like, I'm in accounting stuff. Yeah. He's like, man, I'm having trouble with my math in college, and I'm not going to be able to, if I don't get my grades up, I'm not going to be able to play. Oh, whatever. He was like, I was wondering if you could help me out. And I'm thinking, I don't care to help this guy. I really didn't mind. I was like, I don't care to help this guy. And it's probably, in all seriousness, Algebra 1 level math. If it's low level math in college, it is low level math. It exists in college. I'm like, sure, bro. I'll help you out. Absolutely. He was like, great. Here's my login if you can go in and do these for me. Boy, we got off on the wrong foot, didn't we? Because that is not what I meant.
Face. I was wondering, I was like, this guy, like, they have free tutoring. I promise they do. Student athletes have free tutoring. I know because my wife was a tutor of student athletes in undergrad. They have free tutoring. So yeah, I was immediately like, why is he not just going to the free tutor?
Because the tutor's not going to log in and do it for him.
Mm-hmm. How stupid.
So I seriously, though, like, not patting myself on the back, I feel like most people would do this in this case if they were approached directly. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you. However I can, bro. For sure. I don't care to FaceTime you, send you some worked out problems if they'll help you with an example. No, log in and do it for me. So that you can play at this D3 college for one more semester, bro. Come on, man.
What did you say? How'd you respond? Or did you just not even respond?
I said, I'm not cool to do that. No, I answered. I was like, I'm not cool just doing it for you, bro. And I reiterated at that point. I was like, I'll help you if I can help you by, like, showing you how to do this stuff. I'm not going to do it for you, though.
Come on.
I'm an adult. I don't care to have that conversation with somebody. So
there you go. Nice.
Do you want to get to your story now that I gabbed for too long? Or do you want to save for time? Okay, let's go.
No, yeah, I'll go because we're on the subject. I got my own Am I the A-hole? And I'm going to title it like all these do. I'm going to title it with a title that you're like, ugh! And then I'm going to explain. Okay?
I love it. Let's go.
So, here we go. Am I the a-hole for sneezing in my wife's mouth? Right? Okay.
Unless it was just strictly unintentional, yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to leave out as I'm going to try to only include the necessary details. You said that sentence to me, by the way. I want to Picture it, Morgantown, 2015. We had just went to Sheetz to get some food. My wife and I and our good friend, longtime listener, he can vouch for the story. He was there. Oh. We got mac and cheese from Sheetz.
Yeah.
And my wife, like, peeled off the lid. You know, there's, like, always, like, cheese stuck to the lid.
Yeah.
She starts going, like, she's going to stick it to my face. And I don't know how. I do know how, actually, and I can explain if you want me to. I could sneeze. I felt like I could sneeze any second. And she went to do it. I said, if you do that, I'm going to sneeze on you. And she went, I said, if you do this, I am going to sneeze on you. I told her twice. Very slowly, very clearly. I went, on her.
Oh, dude.
It was a genuine sneeze. It apparently she had her mouth open, so she got snot in her mouth, according to her. And to this day, it is the biggest am I the a-hole between us. She will never say I'm anything but the a-hole. I will never say, I told you what would happen. I told you twice. Obviously, I didn't mean to sneeze in her mouth. But for some reason, I was like, this will be funny. I know I can sneeze right now. I'm going to tell her if she does this, I will sneeze on you. I told her twice, and she still did it. F around and find out. I told you. It's my favorite thing, F around and find out.
A married man who is married to a woman. I, too, run into situations like this quite frequently, bro. Oh! I just don't like what I'm doing or what they're doing to me. And I love to mess with my wife. I really do. Mm-hmm. More than she likes. Mm-hmm. And so she likes to mess with me, too. And I can take it a lot of the time. The stuff that I really, really can take and just take and take and take all day is, like, verbal being messed with. Picking on funny. Me. Stuff in high school, be like, I'm getting bullied. Like, give it to me. It's fine. It's so funny. Like, yes, it's like a lie coated with truth, so, like, it would matter at a certain point. I'm like, yes, give that to me all day. I can take that. But if there's certain things, like physical things or stuff like that, that I'm just like, line is drawn. Don't like that. It is just messing with me. It's not like you're like punching me in the face and I don't like that. Or, you know, kicking me in the shins and I don't like that. It is just like messing with me. For sure. I do go to very extreme threats with it.
That was her answer. She's like, I never thought you'd do it.
Right before I came to film. And we were messing around. It was all in good spirits. Mm-hmm. But I think she knows that I'm dead serious because she didn't mess with me. Okay. I'm going to tell this. I don't know if I'll keep this or not. If not, I'll cut this whole part out. We'll see. I'm going up here. I'm upstairs, about to come into the office. I'm going to pee before we record. I don't like getting messed with when I'm standing over the toilet peeing.
I'm going to pee on you. I will pee on you.
I'm going to pee on you. If you touch me once, I'm turning around and peeing on you. That's exactly what I told her. And she's dying of laughing. We actually had a bunch of like goofy moments beforehand. Like seriously, like just like stupid stuff going on. And we're having a good time. Like I can tell we're both in really good moods. But like because of that, I'm like, she's gonna mess with me while I pee. She's gonna come in this bathroom and mess with me while I pee. I know she's going to. Sure enough, that door opens. Touch me and I'm peeing on you. If you touch me while I pee, I'm peeing on you. I'm not joking. Has not happened to this day.
Yeah.
But I have to have an extreme threat like that to get you to take me seriously.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand it. Because if you don't, what's your word mean?
That's like,
They're not going to take you seriously, bro.
That's my joking answer every time. I'm like, I'm a man of my word. I told you not to. I told you I would do it, and I did it. But also, like, that's her. That's her thing. Is like, I never thought you'd do it. I never thought. She's like, if I said all, because you will, like, do that, I'm gonna kill you. Like, you'll say stuff like that.
I say that all the time. Yeah.
Do you ever literally think they're gonna kill you? No. But obviously, there's a difference between sneezing on somebody and killing somebody.
Big time.
I told you I could sneeze. I was like, I will sneeze. I told you twice. You still did it. You effed around and you found out. Huh?
She stuck the thing on your face.
Yeah, it was like
it actually did. Mm-hmm. You said it twice.
I said it twice, dude.
God, this is tough because you went to such a drastic measure.
But
I get it.
I told you.
You went to a very drastic measure.
This is the most.
Say exactly what you were gonna do.
This is the definition, and I've tweeted this before. To me, her reaction in this is the Pikachu meme. It is the Pikachu meme. Do this and this will happen. Stop. Do this and this will happen. Does it? Thing happens. I told you it would happen. I told you. I don't understand.
This is the toughest Am I the Aquarium I've ever heard.
Am I the Aquarium? Most people, honestly, most people, once they hear my side, they're like, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't sneeze on somebody, but also like, you did tell her. I'm like, there you go.
Yeah. Kat would get pissed if I did this to her. I would never do this, though. I would never say, I'm going to sneeze on you and sneeze on her. She's such a germaphobe. I wouldn't do that. So I don't know. You know what? I think you're both a-holes for this. How about that? I think you're both a-holes.
Yes, both of you are.
Because she's like, you meant what you said? Yeah. But also, dang, you went really far, bro. Like, god dang.
I felt it. I knew it was a capability. I knew it was available. I was like, Adam, we'll see. That should deter her. It did not.
If our good friend listener wants to provide any context that might change my mind on saying you're just both a-holes, by all means. If your wife wants to chime in, by all means.
He would. And it sounds like you would agree. I have said multiple times, if people around public just like heard how me and my wife talk to each other, they would think we hate each other.
Yeah.
We verbally abuse each other in public. Like,
yeah.
Like it's fun.
I tell my wife I'm going to kill her probably twice a day. I'm going to kill you.
Like,
we had a long going joke where, like, instead of saying I'm going to kill you, I told her, you're going to jail. Which was my way of saying, like, I'm actually getting mad. So even when I was actually mad, I didn't even actually say, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
We would say, you're going to jail. Because we were actually starting to get mad. Right? So it's like, I don't actually, no. When I'm saying that stuff like that, I'm not serious. When I am serious, I, like, take it down a level so that you know I'm not serious, you know?
Right, so, right. I'll do a thing that...
You got to get it to get it.
I'll do a thing that actually came from one of my cousin's husband. What does that make him to me? I don't know.
Nothing.
A cousin by marriage. He did this, and ever since then I've started doing it. We'll be out in public, and we'll be like picking with each other, whatever, and real loud, I'll say, "Don't make me hit you in front of all these people."
Dude, you know what I do?
It's Kroger? So funny.
I'll get loud. I'll be like, "Don't," and then I'll go, "You shut your mouth." When we're alone in the aisle,
it's great.
And there's people like passing by. I love it, and I get real loud. You shut your mouth. Oh, smack my head. So it sounds like a smack.
Oh my god, it's fun. It's fun to do.
I'm waiting for the day when someone walks by and she's like,
right, exactly.
That's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. It's so good.
It's fantastic. If you don't joke around with your spouse like that, I don't trust your relationship. Sincerely, that's how I feel about it.
We had one more running joke about grocery stores that I'll tell real quick. I know we're going over. It's fun. It's been a good episode. Hope you're enjoying. If you're listening, you made it this far. If you made it this far, I love you. Kiss you. Mwah. Mwah. We had another joke with one of our friends when I was in college, and I don't know what it was. I worked in Huntington. I worked with crazy people. We've talked about this. I've dealt with some crazy people. I could tell more stories that are like once-in-a-lifetime experiences. All of them. And I don't know what it was, but somehow something came up, and I told this person, and Kat's nearby, I said, I don't know about you, but if someone screams out, I'm crazy, I'm taking your word for it. I'm not going near you. I'm avoiding you at all costs. And I'm assuming this is a public area, right? I'm crazy. Okay. I'm out, bro. That's it.
You did it.
I'm out.
You did it.
Well, I'm facing you. I'm over here. So it was like God. That's hard. So, anyways. So we had a running joke where I'd be in the store, I'd go, I'm crazy. I wouldn't shriek it at the top of my lungs. I'm not becoming a nuisance to like the employees and stuff.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a funny joke that we had for a while, too. I'm crazy.
Right. That's my opinion.
Shut your mouth. I love that.
That's great.
That intonation. That. Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
In the cage, as soon as we get home. In the cage.
In the cage. Take him to the cage.
Take him to the cage.
You keep this act up, and you and me are going to go on a ride.
We're going to take a little ride. Place called the Silos.
The Silos.
He's always got his head bobbing, dude. He's always, because he's short, he's always looking up at people, and he's always got his head bobbing. You really think you want to try that right now? Let me tell you something. We're going to take a little ride. Place called the Silos. All the time.
Yeah, well. He sticks his tongue in his cheek a lot.
Yeah, he does.
I love Hank Floyd. Great place to end it. Got anything further to say?
What a great thing. What a great tangent to end on. I love
it. What a tangent. Welcome to the ADHD podcast. That's it for me.
Suck at Boston.
Who they? Suck at Boston.
Suck at Boston.
Show for life.